should be fully prepared to fight for your right to keep those organs. So when a stranger talks to you, what is the safest thing to do? Assume that he wants to hurt you. He'll turn you inside out on the black market. It's no secret. Some people are bad. They'll offer you some candy bars and you'll wake up in a bathtub full of ice. You sold your organs for a candy bar. I hope you were not too attached. Some strangers, they might want you for your organs. You're much more of a target if you're an orphan. Some strangers, they might want you for your organs, those healthy organs. 'Cause when you're sold for parts, you're worth a fortune. There's one thing that you must realize. Everybody dies. Everybody dies. We are born and then we live our lives. Then, my friend, you die. Everybody dies. One day you will die. Everybody dies. Your goldfish is not in heaven. Religion says they got no souls. No, they got no souls. So where do dead fish go now? Well, I don't need to sound suspicious, but I don't care if that fish was religious. No, your goldfish is not in heaven. And you can go and ask the Reverend, and he'll say when you flush those sins with fins right down the toilet, they do not go to a better place. No one does. One day your parents will get old, and you might put them in a home. What will that decision be like? Sending them away, and after all they've done for you. One day your parents will be dead, and you will have to bury them. What do you think that will be like, living without them, while their bodies rot beneath the ground? One day you might outlive your friends, 'cause one day everything will end. You are mother's little mistake. be in this world. Things were really grand without you. And then there came some unexpected news. When you were inside her womb, do you think she cried? Maybe she had second thoughts, but it was too late. And then you came around. You are mother's greatest mistake, one that she is proud to have made. But nonetheless, you're still a mistake, and nothing can ever take that away. When you look into her eyes, does it make her sad? Does she think about the day she wished you away? But you still came to be. You are mother's little mistake. You are mother's little mistake. Adoption kid, get over it. It doesn't matter, it's in the past, you can't change it. Mother loved you so much that she gave you up. Maybe you're lucky, maybe you're much better off. Adoption blues weighs in on you. No one to love you the way a real mother can. No one to talk to. Nobody understands. What does it feel like to be unwanted and unloved?
What is up, everybody? Happy Friday and welcome to KO Comedy. I am your tech tonight. I'm Annie Dies a Lot. And before we get this show officially going, I'm going to go over a few things that everyone can do at home to help the show go nice and smoothly. The very first thing, if you are here in the Zoom room, now is a really good time to go ahead and turn on those mics and cameras. It really helps the show go, you guys. We can see your reactions live, hear your reactions. Also, we know it's the internet. If you don't want to do that, that's okay. No judgment. If you look at the bottom of your screen, though, you will see a reactions button. go ahead and use those. We can still see if you're vibing. So let's go. Twitch, we appreciate you guys for being here tonight, and YouTube as well. If you guys want to come hang out here in the Zoom room, you are all absolutely welcome. It's really easy. Go to that was the right one. Go to kocomedy.com, sign up for the email, and you will get the link for this show and all of our other shows. Because you guys, we do this all week. Free comedy for you. Let's go. So everyone come on through. And you guys, fun fact, when this show is over, we're going to keep the Zoom room going with the after party. That's going down tonight. That's right. Bianca Red will be hosting. It means it's a trivia night. It should be fun. Come hang out. It's always a blast. So yeah, go check it out. And if you're watching here in the Zoom room and you want to see what's happening over on Twitch, you can. Twitch.tv/Comedy Hub is the way to find that chat. You guys, we've got some really awesome people here with us tonight, and we talked about it, right? You're welcome. It's a free show. That being said, we absolutely will not say no to I can't talk tonight, to some donations. We won't. The number one thing that we do ask is you support everyone for giving them a follow. While they're doing their sets, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to drop their Instagram handles both on my screen and down in the chat. Go ahead, give them a follow, help the algorithm out, you guys. But also, like I was saying, we'll take those donations too. Pretty easy. We take Venmo at KO-Comedy. We also take PayPal. KO Comedy Shows, that's not the right one. There it is, KOComedyShows@gmail.com. And if you are watching over on Twitch, you guys, we take those bits as well. We do. And you guys, we don't just take your money. Oh, no. We're going to slap your name up on the donation board and give you a shout out. You can remain anonymous. Just leave me a note, but we're still going to put up a picture in your honor. And this month, you guys, it's sleeping animals. That's right. This is our donor board so far. It's up to you. If you don't say anything, I'm a cat person. I'm gonna do a sleeping cat. However, as you can see, Abigail likes sleeping frogs, so we found a frog. Yes, you guys, any animal that you want asleep, I will put it on the donation board. That is right. That's what we're doing. And you guys, there's really only one more thing that everyone has to do. It's the most important thing. I'm going to say it's mandatory. You guys, let's enjoy the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. All right, you guys, it's enough of me. It's time to get to the comedy part. You guys, give it up for this amazing comedian. You guys, you can follow her over at the Latvian Foodie on Instagram. Give it up for Kelly Zemnikas.
Hey everybody! Yeah, definitely give me a follow on Instagram. Don't follow me in real life. That would be weird. If you recognize me, just maybe shout out first. Hey, I saw you. Just don't. It'd be strange. I am Kelly Zemnikas, and my mom and dad have been together for 57 years, which is remarkable. I think it's pretty.
Whoa.
Yeah, and 57 years, they have certainly developed some some habits, some rituals, as every couple does. You have your thing. This one is my absolute favorite. Every night after dinner, they like to cozy up on the couch. They get a little romantic, and they slowly take off their hearing aids. They come right out. So cute, because it signals the portion of the day where they do not care for what the other is saying. They doesn't matter. If dad needs something, too late. Mom is off the clock. Yeah. If mom needs a massage, dad can't hear her. So it's great. It's so much love, it's so nice. But their day does not end when the hearing aids come out. No. It just continues on at an infinitely louder volume. It's whoa, these two can yell. Holy shit. It's It's a lot. It's a lot. It's also kind of ironic, how much they yell, given that they're from the silent generation. My mom and dad were born before 1946, so they're not boomers. You would think they were, given how bombastic they can be. But no. No. I like, though, how the tables have turned. Because like back when I was a kid, they would shout things out like, Kelly, turn down your music. And now I get to shout, Mom and Dad, turn down your 60 minutes. Yeah, no one ever needs to hear a stopwatch that loudly. Like no one. If you have not seen 60 Minutes, that's actually a pretty good joke. There's a stopwatch in the show, so like if I'm around on Sundays, I hear tick tick tick, and I'm under the table. It's terrifying. It's like there's a bomb going off. It's too much, friends. It is too much. But despite that, despite making fun of them, I do think I am a good daughter. Because I actually see my mom and dad every single day. Yeah. Woo. Yeah, I do live with them. You should know that. Yeah. It's fun. It's fun. I'm sure you've all heard that old joke. Why did the 46-year-old cross the road? It's because a pandemic happened, and and she lost her job, and she's a comedian, so across the road is where her mom and dad live. Arguably, that is not my best joke. It's a little wordy. Okay, full disclosure, my 4-year-old niece wrote that, so I'm gonna have a talk to her about tightening that up a bit, because she's making Auntie Kelly look like an idiot. So we'll get to work on that one. I love my parents. They're great. They're great. My dad is 89 years young, and he's really doing his best to like get to know his kids better, get more in touch with his children, and I appreciate it. I do. I was making breakfast for them this morning, and I was making the pancakes, and my dad just asked me, "Hey Kelly, tell me about the first time you had sex." Like, well, it was not as awkward as this conversation is about to get, so strap in, Dad. Yeah, as I was picking up the breakfast off the floor, because I dropped it. I wasn't expecting that question that early in the day, I asked my dad politely if we could maybe leave this discussion to like never would be good to get into this. Or at least after lunch, Give me a couple meals. Let me prepare it. It's too much. But it's fun in my house. It's fun. There's nobody in my home under the age of 46. So the swear jar is long gone. But we do have did I take my pills jar? Does anyone know? It's tough. I don't get it. When you get in that brain fog after a certain age, oh my gosh. Seriously, if you miss a step, when you take the Tylenol out of the jar, put it on your tongue, get the water swallow. If you look away for a second, you're fucked. You really are. It's very strange. You go into this weird mind meld. You're like, oh my God, did I do the laundry? Did I feed the cat? Do I have a cat? You're questioning everything. It's intense. It's really intense. But at the front of the house, we have a little take a pill, leave a pill jar. Oh, that's nice. That part's nice. Yeah, it's good. It's good. I love getting older. I love the brain fog that I am experiencing right now as I careen towards menopause. Like this morning I was asking everyone if they had seen my teeth soap. I forgot the word toothpaste. everyone. What is happening to me? It's no fair. It's no fair. It's hard. It's really, really hard. The brain fog's nuts. My emotions are just off the rails, But like my boyfriend and I, we try to make the best of it. Every day we play this great game. You might have heard of it. It's called Why Is Kelly Crying? No one knows. No one ever knows. And it's weird because I have chronic dry eye. So where is that water coming from? It's obviously, it's in there. Just only wants to come out on select occasions, I guess, which is hard. It's hard. I'm crying a lot. And truly, the brain fog is awful. It's awful. I got a coffee earlier. I went to the local coffee shop, and I asked my barista if I could get a black coffee with cream. And she looked at me. She was like, "Which one do you want, dear? The black coffee, or do you want a coffee with cream?" And I was like, "I don't know." Just broke down into Timmy's, everyone. It's a good look when you start crying in a Tim Hortons at a gas station. Yeah. It's good. It's really good. But I appreciated her because as she handed me the black coffee, she leaned in and she just whispered, "It's going to get better." So it's like, okay. Thank God. It's rough. I'm at this stage of life where I'm going for these like medical tests that I'm not really fond of. Like today I had to go to the doctor for a vaginal biopsy, everyone. Great way to start your Friday. Vaginal biopsy. I had a tube sticked up the old vagina. But she was trying, the gynecologist, she was trying to get it in. She was trying to ram it in there like she had forgotten her password. Like, is it this one? Is it this one? Like, you're killing me. So we both agreed that I needed to boot her out for 48 hours, just let her reset, come up with a new password. Getting older is tough. It is tough. But I'm doing pretty good. I'm in love. I'm in a long distance relationship, which is great fun. Yeah. It's a good time. I'm dating an American, so as a Canadian, I feel very fancy dating a foreigner. Ooh la la. And he told me recently that he was initially attracted to my voluptuous access to free health care. She's a tempting fruit, that free health care. I get it. She's pretty sexy. I understand. But of course, there's a very long wait to have sex with me. Because it's free. Gotta wait your turn, Adam. It's nice. It's nice. He's got a lot of pressure on him, dating a Canadian, I gotta say, because not only does he have to impress my parents, he also has to impress Canadian border services. With that border, I've got that extra protection, It's good. It's good. But if we ever get married, Canadian Border Services will be my bridal party. Hands down. Yeah. They've been very supportive in this journey. They really, really. But friends, I'll leave you off with this. One cool thing about long distance dating, I gotta say, is when you're crossing the border, and they ask you, "Do you have anything to declare?" I just get to shout out, "I've had sex." It's great. It's a great ego boost, I tell you. You just come back into your home country, high-fiving the customs official. You feel so good. Anyhow, I've been Kelly Zimnickas. Thanks so much, guys.
Woo! Yeah. Give it up for Kelly Zimnickas, everybody. Do not forget the Latvian foodie over on Instagram. Kelly, that was great. Oh, that made me cringe, though. Those biopsies are not fun. That halted me for a second right there. I'm like, oh, memories. Ugh. Ugh. It's okay. The good news is you guys, I got through it, but I had to go through mine so many times because they couldn't get in there either. And then you know what I read? Ladies, men, you can celebrate with us too. They are now trying to pass legislation because they've realized that women are in way more pain than the doctors believe for those exact things. Those and what are they? The UTIs? Yeah. Anyway,
IUDs, yeah.
IUDs, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
never.
IUDs. No, so painful,
Never.
so painful. Anyway, they're supposed to be better with what they give us in the future. Let's go.
Thought that about you.
Very excited for that. You guys, it is time for me to bring up. Oh, I don't even have my place there. You know what?
Down.
There we go. You guys, you had plenty of time to go see Kelly over on Instagram. I hope you gave her a follow. Now, you guys, it is time to bring out our next amazing comedian tonight. You guys, she is on the road right now. She is multitasking. She's not driving, I don't believe. No, she's not driving. But she's on her way to her show tonight. So you guys, if you're out in Santa Monica and it's an open show, you should go see her tonight. You guys, give it up for the wonderful, the beautiful, the always amazing Jackie Monahan.
I am. Guess what? I'm on, and this is Josh Spear. We're both gonna do comedy for you because we're both about to do comedy. We're in Carpinteria, which is next to Santa Barbara, but I'm dressed like it's Palm Springs. We just stopped at a Starbucks and made a scene.
You know, we really did. Like, and they were like, "Where did this lady come from?"
But the little kids love me.
It's true.
And I held up the line for a long time, but that's another story. But it was really Josh's fault. Anyway, we're on our way to a show, and we were thinking that instead of doing our comedy, that we're going to do a cover of Dido and Eminem singing, but we're just going to sing Carpinteria.
And then we're going to put our two sets together and do it 1 hour of one terrible song.
Well, because we're each doing a half hour. So it would be fun if we put it together of us just singing. Wouldn't that be awesome? And I'm Dido. Josh is Eminem. You guys want to hear a real joke?
Yeah.
Is that what okay. I don't get road rage because I'm too busy causing it. I've started counting calories, other people's.
Mm-hmm.
I had to get a Corvette. I think that's why people get mad at me on the road because I have a Corvette. But I had to compensate for my tiny vagina. I can't even find it. It's so small.
Then take the. So obviously I'm driving, you know, and I'm older now. I'm a responsible driver, but I don't think older people are better than younger people. Like, we do some things better, and you guys do some things better. Like, instead of driving drunk, you guys Uber. When I was your age, Uber was your friend trying to get you to do a bump of coke before you drove drunk.
Yeah, it's true. The whole entire world is now addicted to coke because of me. Because when I lived in Providence, he had to drive home to Bellingham, Massachusetts, and I got him really drunk. I'm the one that got him started drinking too. And then I was like, just do some coke. And he got home and he was like, oh my God, that was amazing. But I think he could have stopped, but he got addicted to one of his neighbors, and the neighbor has coke all the time. So that more addicted to the guy. Because the guy's straight, will have sex with him on coke.
Wait, what?
He does Cialis and they have sex for hours.
You're saying the straight guy had sex on coke? You know what a straight
He's
guy?
a hot straight guy too.
You know what a hot straight guy who has sex on coke is? A gay guy.
He was the prince on 90210, and he was the priest on Santa Barbara.
Oh.
That's where he was, Santa Barbara.
does coke and has sex with a guy. Like, that's just writes itself. I only did cocaine one time for 9 years. Boom, the 9 years.
Do little lady. I'm a lady.
4916 Carpenter Avenue on the left.
My friend that was
Oh, there it is.
Oh, there. This is a theater we're performing at tonight.
Yeah, we're about to do like a boring real life show. Just kidding.
We're gonna do a boring real life show. There it is. It's the first comedy special in Carpinteria.
Yeah, comedy and magic. So
Why would you bring up the magic? I totally left out the magic everywhere. Right, let's say hi to these guys. Hey.
All right.
see, even though Jackie and I are just on a road gig together, we're getting mistaken for a couple because we have equal look level and equal style. It's important to look like a couple. Like, have you ever seen a couple when one's way hotter than the other one? And then they walk in and we're like, there's something fucked up going on. Like, there's some emotional
Somebody
abuse taking place.
financial. Somebody is paying for the other one. Sugar daddy. Sugar daddy. Do you guys know who my sugar daddy? You know who my sugar daddy is? My higher power. How boring is that?
Oh, man. Young girls have asked me to be their sugar daddy, but I asked them, like, isn't that gonna hurt your real dad's feelings? Like, I don't feel right about that. The real dad
I like to make, I always have my younger guy friends ask me if they could be my sugar daddy, even though they're younger than us, but younger than me, but I have them ask me in front of other people, and they're like, "Wow, Jackie, how do you score these people that want to pay for you and they're way younger than you?" Like, I was at the club and dancing with my gay guy friends, and this young guy, the young guy had been talking to me in the club, right? And then I was like, "Can you do me a favor? Can you go up in front of my friends and ask if you can be you can be my sugar daddy, even though you're younger?" And he did it. He did it. And my friends were just like, "What the hell? How did she do it?"
I had a girl tell me that if I give her money, she'll use it to go to college. And I'm like, if you're trying to hook up with me, you're not college material.
I went to UFPO, University of Phoenix Online.
That's where my girl should have gone first to see if she liked school.
I got to drink during class.
That explains a lot.
I was the head cheerleader. While I was at UFPO, my dog knocked me down the stairs. Turns out I had been pregnant. My dog sensed that I was in trouble. That's only half of the joke.
That didn't sound like a joke. That felt real. Like,
I have had abortion. Let's be truthful right now. Who's been responsible for more abortions, you or me?
I mean, I don't know. We probably have an equal score knowing the two of us. And one thing that young people, you have to remember about abortions, even if you keep the kid, it's the conversation that you have. And don't, go too far, because it's like 18 years from now, you're going to be like, I want him or her to go to my alma mater. And the other one's going to be like, you didn't want them at all. This is more my baby than yours.
Yeah. My abortions in some states couldn't have abortions right now. I'm never going to be a grandma.
I can't wait to have my first abortion with you, Jackie.
Oh.
Was that romantic? I take that back. Can we cancel that joke? Can you edit that out of this live?
I'm going to have an abortion tonight.
Do that to the working old tonight from Grease.
Oh my God. I'm going to have an abortion tonight.
Yes.
I'm going to get... All right, wait. It goes, I'm going to rock, I'm going to roll. I'm going to get the vacuum up my hole. That was good.
I mean, we should hammer it out a little, but yeah, it wasn't
We're
bad.
going to buck, we're going to ball, we're going to score. An abortion tonight.
Oh my God, I feel guilty about what we're saying now. We're making me sad. And I'm like a guy, so now I got to like hold it in and have an ulcer because I can't show my real feelings.
Okay, everybody. For real, don't use abortion as birth control.
I
never did that. When I had my abortions, I really was traumatized.
Okay.
It was a nightmare. It's not a good thing.
Yeah, no.
I only had 2.
Yeah, we're tied.
I was really young too. Don't let it happen to you.
Man, this show's getting funnier by the second.
Okay, let me tell. All right, hold on. I'll tell you. Let me tell you a real joke. I keep getting Uber and Tinder confused. And Pornhub and Grubhub is really getting me messed up.
But she also hasn't paid for an Uber in 3 months for that because of the confusion.
Truth. And I get browsers for free. Is that how you say it? Browsers on Pornhub?
The second thing you said. I don't know. I don't really watch porn. The porn, I like literotica. I read.
I'll show you guys literotica.
Oh, will you now?
She was driving in her car, touching her privates, and a big Mack truck drove by, and the guy saw her touching her privates, and he.
Wait, was she doing the driving and touching herself at the same time? Man, I'd pull her over, give her a ticket, and be the cop in this story.
See my literotica? You guys, the worst named word in the world. What do you think is the worst named word in the world? Pedophilia. That means child love. That's not cool. What if some kid looks up pedophilia and he's like, oh my God, the neighbor loves children. I'm going to go over there. No, it's not going to turn out good for him. He's going to come home and be like, Mom, Gary is a weird witch. And what about, like, it doesn't even make sense, pedophilia, right? Because bibliophilia, do you guys know what that is? That's when you love books. You're not like having sex with the books. You're not like, I love To Kill a Mockingbird, I'm going to shove it up my ass. You're not doing that. You're cinephile. You're like, I love movies. You're not like getting the DVD for Shawshank Redemption and putting your dick through it. Like, none of that's not how you love something. And what are the poor people that really do love children? There's not a word for them. There's not, other than boring.
It's so good to see your therapy has been working. That was very self-about. You shouldn't go. I don't believe in therapy. I'm old-fashioned. I like to hold it in until it becomes rage and anger, and then I use that energy to complete my things to do list. And couples shouldn't go to therapy either. If you're going to get a third person involved in your relationship, you should be hooking up with that person together because your relationship's over. And
threesome. You guys, I forgot what I was going to say. Did you guys know I had a man therapist and he tried to have sex with me?
For real?
Yeah, in New York City. I should sue him. Is it too late? And then he tried to get me to go to therapy for free.
That was how he was trying to pay you off for batting him out.
Yeah, I didn't go. I never went again.
That's actually, you actually have therapy trauma that you need to go to a therapist for.
I do have therapy. I did go to a therapist. All the therapists I've went to graduated me. They were like, you don't need it anymore. And
yeah, because they're like, if you didn't have sex with the first therapist, I'm not going to try to have
I only go to women therapists. I only go to women therapists now.
Yeah, but you like women. You're probably having sex with that therapist too.
Oh, shit. That's right. Hi, you guys. You do one more joke and then I'll do one more joke.
I didn't have one in the...
Okay, I'll go. I wish I never learned that dust was made out of basically just skin. If I had to know, do you think you're a vegetarian? Think again. You're ingesting your friends. I wish Jeffrey Dahmer had known about that. Micro thing, Doc. Because he was eating people to keep them with him. He could have just been like snorting them. Lines of people.
Awesome.
People line.
I'm very liberal, but I'm also simplistic. So instead of telling me your pronouns, just tell me what you like to hook up with. That'll make it easier.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah,
How smart is that? Look at what we do to pregame. We both got giant coffees.
Betsy,
I'm Sally.
got out of control.
I said my name was Sally in the
Starbucks.
Starbucks. You guys, I wish there was a camera video of us. It would be like a movie.
This is bad.
Oh, wow. Look how much better. We should have been doing this the whole time.
Oh, we do look so much better
Oh my
now.
God.
Why didn't you guys say something?
Told us.
Man.
You guys were just liking the view of the mountains behind us.
No, they're like, should we let them stay ugly? And they're like, yeah, we're the prettiest ones on the show.
Oh man, that's not cool, you guys. Where are we again?
Carpinteria.
Carpinteria rhymes with diarrhea. I won't tell them though if you don't. They must know.
You know, that if you said that out loud, they'd probably boo you off because they're like, we've been hearing that every year, every comedy show.
It's like Jackie Wacky. People are like, Jackie Wacky. Like, no shit, buddy. I've been hearing that since I was 2.
And I'm not really into diarrhea humor anyway.
You guys, I had one night stand in my life. That was it. Because I was so embarrassed from it. I was traumatized because I farted. But to make me feel better, everybody else farted too. Even the camera lady. It's a joke.
Yeah. How many people can be at a one night stand? What kind of one night stand was it?
It was a joke.
Okay.
This doesn't really happen. I don't fart. I don't fart. I have a tiny vagina and 0 butthole. I have a tiny vagina and 0 butthole. Okay, you guys, we're going to go do the show. We love you. Thank you. Annie, it's so good to see you. Am I seeing you tomorrow?
Yeah.
Annie, I'm seeing you tomorrow?
Yeah, I will see you tomorrow. Can you
I
hear
can't
me?
wait. I love you guys. Do you
Good
want to be on
night,
the show tomorrow?
Jackie.
Sure.
All right, we're going to have Josh. Josh is going to be our guest tomorrow. Bye.
Sounds
Good night.
good.
Bye, ladies.
Give it up for Jackie Monahan, everybody, and Josh Spear. Check out Jackie Monahan at Jackie Monahan. You can check out Josh at Josh Spear Comedy over on Instagram.
Wow, that was fast.
All right, let's keep this show going. That's not the right button. There it is. There's the right button. I can push the right things. You guys, we've got a couple of more amazing comedians for you tonight. However, before we get there, I promised a shout out, and you guys, it's shout out time. It is shout out time. Let's do it. Let's make this happen. Let's go to the donor board. Can we get more sleeping animals on the board? The answer, everybody, is absolutely yes. Abigail Hydrangea Brown is in the Twitch chat, and so it happened. More sleeping frog. Yeah. I like the sleeping frog. It's really cute. Really, really cute. Thank you so much, Abigail. Also, you guys, give it up for O Felix, who wants a lion. We got it. We got a sleeping lion. Oh, he's so cute, too. He's a big cat. So, yeah, you guys, if you want to get up on this board, pretty easy. All you got to do is you can send us a Venmo. That's right, KO-comedy. We also take PayPal. That's KOcomedy@gmail.com. If you're watching on Twitch, we also take those bits. And if you want to stay anonymous, just say so. I'll make it anonymous. And you can tell me whatever sleeping animal you would like to see on the board. And if you don't give me any animal, it's going to be a cat. I'm a cat lady. That's right. I'm proud of it. So that happened. All right, you guys, let's get on to your next comedian. She is awesome. She is here. Guys, give it up for the amazing Desiree Walsh.
Woo, woo, woo. Hi. I think some of you know this, but I am Canadian. Yeah. I actually know Kelly in real life. Like I've seen her legs. Yeah. I am also disabled. I think some of you know that as well, but I do have to say it or I will die. I think some of you know that as well. I do, even though I am Canadian, I do really, really like America. I know that's a weird sentence to say given the political climate, but I do really like America. This past summer, I went to Los Angeles and it was great. Los Angeles makes Toronto, where I'm from, look like a quaint European village. Like, just think the opening of Beauty and the Beast. Like, I need 6 eggs. That's too expensive. Oh, okay. Not a lot of Beauty and the Beast fans. If you saw that movie, you'd be laughing right now.
What's up, everyone? It's Manny.
And like, for context, Toronto is the capital city of Ontario, which is the province I live in, which is Canadian for state. And like, we have 4.2 million people. 2 school boards, a transit system, racist cops, the whole shebang, everything you need for a big city. And you guys make us look like a village of 35 people, and for some reason we are all cousins. That is Los Angeles makes us look like that, not you guys specifically in the audience. God bless comedians who can do this drunk and high. I am slightly tired and I am struggling. Yeah. The other thing I thought was funny when I went to Los Angeles is everybody kept talking about how unseasonably cold it was. If you told me we were on the sun, I would believe you. I don't like if that is cold, I don't ever want to see hot. Because I will probably die, or everyone will melt. That is what I think. One of the reasons I do, again, I know that's a weird sentence, but one of the reasons I love America is because you guys have the Americans with Disabilities Act. Yeah, we don't have that in Canada. One, because we are not American, and 2, I'm not sure why we don't have any federal legislation around disability or accessibility or anything like that. Like, I'm not sure why we don't. We have provincial laws, like we have laws at the provincial level, but they're really more of suggestions. They're very Canadian. Like, if you would like to make your establishment accessible to the disabled, we have some literature. But if you don't want to, or you feel it's too expensive, it's okay. We've called the disabled people. They're gonna stay home. Yeah, so being in the States, quite frankly, is a welcome treat. While I was there, I went to Disneyland. I did, and it was so much fun. Disneyland has done a lot of work to make the park outwardly very, very wheelchair accessible, which is super nice. They even have a couple rides that are now wheelchair accessible, which is nice because typically when somebody invites you to take your wheelchair on a carnival ride, you're going to die. So it was nice that had safe rides. We'll think of a better tag for that for next time, but it's very nice. I really did appreciate it. Although I was surprised to learn that now, because the park is so inclusive, as it were, if you are just in a wheelchair like myself, you have to wait in line like everyone else. Yeah. So maybe I did not want inclusion as much as I thought. Maybe I didn't want equality as much as I thought, because it kind of messed up my vacation. It really did. Apparently, you guys are not fans of policy and vacation jokes. It's okay. Sometimes the jokes are just for me. Sometimes they're just for me. That's fun. Also in the summer, I did a bit of a tour. I went from the west to, I think, I want to say the Midwest, but I don't think that's correct. I went to Pennsylvania, and that was pretty fun. I did a comedy festival there, and I really got to experience American culture, because it is different from Canada, specifically the food. In Pennsylvania, it was different. You guys have gas stations that are also restaurants, and I know there's a few Canadians in here thinking we have that too. There's Tim Hortons at the gas station. No. In America, it's like a full-on restaurant. Actually, it's not so much a restaurant as some people got high and were like, I wonder what we could put in the deep fryer and sell and see if people will eat it. I went to a place called Sheets. I don't know if any of you are familiar. I went to Sheets. I had 3 types of deep fried cheese. 3 types of fried cheese. They had more. I could only handle 3 types of deep fried cheese. I was unaware that anyone needed more than one type of deep fried cheese. For a country that does not have universal health care, you guys sure are cocky with your snacks. I do not know how any of you are still alive. I do not know. People say I am inspiring for living my life in a wheelchair, and it's Americans are inspiring for still being alive given their political climate and their food choices. Yes, so I went to Sheetz and I had 3 types of deep fried cheese, and the next morning I had the worst hangover I've ever had in my entire life from dairy. And this is coming from a person who once drank 2 bottles of Vex and a couple shots of tequila and then a beer because I make poor decisions when I'm drunk. Yeah, did not hold a candle to the cheese hangover. Did not hold a candle to the cheese hangover at all. Yeah, so hats off to you, America, for being alive, really, in your political climate and also with your diet. I am a little bit concerned about all of you as a country. Yeah. I also went to the Olive Garden. Yeah, this is not so much of a joke as now I'm just sharing stuff about my trip. It's fine. It's fine. I mean, I did get diarrhea directly after eating, but it's fine. I would not be mad if somebody took me there again. Oh, okay. Maybe that's not a joke. That's more of a fact. If you would like to take me to the Olive Garden, please let me know. I will book a flight now and we can go. Yeah. Speaking of vacations, I recently went on a road trip with one of you walkies. A walkie is anybody who is really not using a mobility device. So if you can stand and walk, you are a walkie. Anyways, I went on a vacation road trip with one of you people. Yeah. And you're a fascinating, much like Americans, you are a fascinating people in that you can turn a 6-hour road trip into 12 hours. You can, because you gotta stop like every hour on the hour to do something called stretching your legs. Stretching your legs. This is a foreign concept to me as a wheelie, as it were, because my legs are dead. So that's really interesting. And then also, you guys pee a lot. Like you got to get out to your legs and pee. Conversely, if you are in a wheelchair and you are on a road trip, you are not peeing till you get to your destination. So it was, quite frankly, fascinating to just watch you guys go. And then when you are hungry on a road trip, you also stop and get out of the car, which again was fascinating to me because if you were in a wheelchair, you just use the drive-through because efficiency. Yeah. I guess it's a difference between like walkies and wheelies is like your legs are already attached and I have to do like a little puzzle every time I get out of the car and like wheelchairs fold. Did you all know that? Did you know that wheelchairs come apart? Now it's not jokes. Now it's a TED Talk. Most wheelchairs most manual wheelchairs come apart. And so you have to put them back together, kind of like a Rubik's Cube if you're driving. Yeah, it's awful. We'll work on that joke. But again, people say I am inspiring for being living my life from a wheelchair. Again, it is you walkies that are inspiring because it is quite the feat to watch 6 hours turn into 12 hours. It's like a soccer game. It's a little bit unnecessary. Yeah, it's a little bit unnecessary. I think I was supposed to say football in that and make fun of American football, but I forgot. Which is longer, soccer or football? This is no longer a set. I'm just doing like research. Yeah. So again, people say I'm inspiring. No, I think it is you, the walkies. And if you are American and also able-bodied, hats off to you, because judging by your food choices, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be able-bodied at all. Actually, the fact that you are not the first, I don't know if this is too far. Someone tell me where the line is. The fact that you are not the first country completely wheelchair bound is astounding to me. That was probably me. That was probably me. We'll workshop that. We'll workshop that. We'll workshop that. I do get a lot of questions from walkies about using a wheelchair. And one of the questions I get a lot from the walkies is, how can I be a better ally to the wheelchair bound as a walkie? How can I be a better ally? And there's lots of ways you can be a better ally to the wheelchair bound. One, don't say wheelchair bound. You sound like a dick. But also, just a little secret, everyone who uses a wheelchair can actually get out. No one is actually bound to their wheelchair. It is very much a choice to use a wheelchair. I mean, the alternative is crawling around on the ground like a gremlin, but it is still very much a choice to use a wheelchair. And the other way you can be a better ally to the wheelchair using people. Why does wheelchair bound roll off the tongue so well? Why do all the offensive things roll off the tongue so well? Yeah. But a way you can be a better ally to people who use wheelchairs is don't have sex in the accessible stall at the bar. Don't do it. I don't come to your house and pee in your bed, walkies. Don't have sex in my toilet. And I mean, I don't want to kink shame. So if you absolutely have to have sex in the accessible stall at the bar, just do like a once, twice around the bar. And if you see anybody with a mobility device like myself, or wheelchair, they're the same thing. I don't know why I said it twice. Just go up to them. They won't be mad. I cleared it at the meeting. Introduce yourself and just say, myself and my partner or desired number of partners are going to get our freak on real quick. Do you have to pee? Similar to how you would ask your roommate if they needed the toilet before you took a 4-hour tub. Just like that. And I often, after doing this joke, get asked by walkies, how do you know we're having sex in the accessible stall? How do you know, Desiree? And it's pretty easy, walkies. People don't have 4 feet. You either got 2 feet, 1 feet, or no feet. But you don't got 4 feet. And if you do got 4 feet, you can use the accessible stall. Because you need it, I guess. Yeah. And I mean, I know what you're thinking, walkies. Where can I have sex at the bar if I can't have sex in the accessible stall? And I hear the dumpster behind the bar is just lovely this time of year. But I do understand that people pee behind those. So maybe just like a once, twice around the dumpster. And if you see anybody peeing, just be like, are you almost done yet? We have to have sex. Just like that. Just like that. I personally cannot participate in the public sex because you really need to be able to run. I know it's a bit of a hot take, but you really need to be able to run to participate in like public sex and exhibitionists. And I just like to point that out after I do this joke, because once I did it and I got off stage and a man greeted me with, so when are we having sex behind the dumpster? And I said, oh, sir, we are not. And my face was such that he just went, oh my God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So at least he was a polite pervert, and that's all we can ask for. Thank you. I've been Desiree Walsh.
Let's give it up for Desiree Walsh. So funny. Don't forget to give her a follow at Desiree.lisa.walsh_ over on Instagram. See some more of that. See some more of that. Desiree, I don't think you went too far at all with the American food choices and our medical system as it is.
Yeah.
I agree very, very much so.
I don't know how, like, I don't know how any of you are still alive.
I don't. I mean, half of us are on blood pressure medication. The other half of us have diabetes. So that's how that's working out.
It makes sense after visiting a sheep.
Man.
It makes sense.
Yeah. And that food is everywhere. Everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm fully on board. I'm like, I'm okay. I'm okay if Doritos can be legal and the fried cheese and everything. But you guys, we gotta have healthcare, y'all. All right, I love that. All right, you guys. Twitch and YouTube, thank you guys for being out here today. We appreciate all of you guys. We have one more amazing comedian for you left, and then Twitch and YouTube, you're gonna go dark. It's going dark. But the after party will be continuing right here in the Zoom room, you guys. We've got the after party with Bianca Red. If you want to come be a part of it, it is pretty easy. You can get the website or the link to the Zoom room, there we go, by going to kocomedy.com and signing up for the email, or giving Jay over at Comedy Hub a quick DM. He'll send you the link too. And we do this all week long, so get that email. You'll have links to all of the shows. And I think it's time to continue on, you guys. It's time for your next comedian. He's going to give you a little bit of magic, a little bit of whimsy, and a whole lot of laughs. Give it up for the amazing Paul Kilmer.
Awesome. That was thank you for the claps. I appreciate it. Thank you for the amazing introduction. I have diabetes, so
I got
it's
high blood
recent.
pressure.
It's fine. I got both of them. They say I'm a freak in the sheets, and I'm also a freak in the sheets. I'm just a freak with sheets. So I didn't really have anything prepared tonight, so I decided to do a straight set of stand-up comedy, which is just me going to be making fun of the lady who didn't do well doing breakdancing.
Yeah.
Because the one thing I learned from that is that I could go to the Olympics and win. I honestly think there should be stand-up comedy in the Olympics, and then no one would win. The Olympics comes around every 4 years, and so does my physical for my insurance. Desiree, you got better health care. They try to stick their finger in my butt. I panic and leave. There you go. If God wants to take me, he could have me back. Remember, everyone's got an expiration date. They just have to remember to pull from the back of the refrigerator, right? Am I right, everyone? From the back of the refrigerator. Oh God, I'm 40 now, so I got one foot in the grave and the other one into a pint of Haagen-Dazs ice cream. Am I right, everyone? Oh my God. I can't eat it anymore because not only am I diabetic, I'm lactose intolerant. So that is a recipe for disaster. I'm not a freak in the sheets after I have an ice cream. I'm a freak in the toilet. I know, that's not even a joke. It's just my reality. What did they say? Oh, it's time plus, it's trauma plus time plus diarrhea. Ever go to a restaurant and look at the menu and try to figure out how much diarrhea you get from the amount of food you buy. It's like, oh my God, I really want these mozzarella sticks. Oh, that's about an hour and a half full of the worst diarrhea you'll ever have. Maybe if I eat 5, maybe if I eat 3, no, it's going to be 5. You're going to eat 5. You're not going to eat 3. I might order another one because you know what? Listen, I'll punish myself. I work at a movie theater, and this is a smooth transition because I've been working on that. And everybody at the theater knows that I have autism, and they like to ask me questions because I like to be sort of like I'm the gateway autistic person that people know. When you think autism, you think Paul, and I was like, I never asked for this. That wasn't a joke. I'm just mad. And I had a coworker come up to me and he looked at me right in my eyes, which was terrifying. But he looked at me and he's like, what would autistic porn look like?
Oh, okay.
And this was at my job. So I answered him. And I was like, it's 2 people in a train. You pick which ones they are. And that's it. Roll credits. You just put a train. I'm more of a dinosaur guy myself, but that's pretty much it. It's like you can't have 2 autistic people have sex. We would just stare off into the distance. You need an autistic person and a non-autistic person to actually have sex. If you put us 2 together, you know when you put 2 batteries in the remote, but they're both going the same way? That's what it is. That's what it's like. Yeah, you can't. It's like, oh well, I know 2 autistic people that have sex, and I was like, did you see it? I want proof. I want references. You get me that tape, and I'll put it on the internet because you're lying. That's what happened to Hulk Hogan. You think you can trust people, and then you end up making then your friends film you having sex, and then you sue them and lose. That happened to him, and he's just a terrible person, so you shouldn't feel bad. I don't know. But yeah, I was sitting there watching the Olympics, and I'm going to be honest with you. I'm a figure skating guy. My dad, for some reason, we just watched figure skating growing up. And I said to myself, everybody's making such a big deal about this lady and the break dancing. Guys, we lived through Nancy Kerrigan. That's some crap. That was some crazy stuff. Think about all the crazy Olympic things. Oh, she can't break dance. I can't break dance. But no one tried to break her ankle with a pipe. That happened to Nancy Kerrigan. That happened. They made a movie about it. She's famous now for trying to. Anyway, is it me? Or is that? Am I still traumatized by that? That's. No, it's not even cool. It's just like, oh, she can't break dance. And it's like, in the 80s, they just used to straight up give the Russian gymnastics team horse hormones. They couldn't break dance either, but they had sweet mustaches. That was a mustache joke. Oh, but yeah, I've been watching Love on the Spectrum, and my favorite part is the autism. Yep. My favorite thing about having autism is I can eat your anxiety and turn it into an awkward situation. You can call me up with anxiety and then I will make it worse, but somehow better. Oh, I didn't get the job interview. Did you want it? What do you mean by that? I think you know. Huh? I didn't know Paul did character work. I do. I used to take improv classes. That's why comedians hate me. He's a magician. He can do improv. He wears shorts. He sits down, and all the other rules that we're supposed to follow as comedians that make no sense whatsoever. Vaudeville's over. Everybody wants to come back. I don't think it's fair that they won't let breakdancing come back in the Olympics. And look, skateboarding's a sport. She shouldn't define the entire sport. She is. And good for her. Good for her, because I'm doing this set for you live, and I have no idea what I'm doing. And I'm not only judging you, but you're judging me, because we're all comedians. You go to an open mic and you says, oh man, that guy is doing way better than me. I hate him for no reason. My favorite thing about comedians is when you tell a good joke, what do they say? Nice. Not that I like your comedy, I want to be your friend, but nice. What they're really saying to you is, maybe I should have went to the Olympics and learned how to break dance. I know, I'm just going to keep bringing that up because it gets the biggest laugh. Do what you know. I know a lot about diarrhea and autism. I don't know. The two actually go hand in hand. I have stock and wet wipes. The flushable kind. I'm eco-friendly. They're labeled. You know what you're doing. One of my favorite comedians is on here tonight. Desiree is one of my favorite comedians.
Oh, you're my favorite comedian too.
Oh, you don't have to say that because I said you're my favorite comedian. I just make people laugh because I'm awkward. You actually do material. I'm going to give everybody some advice. So a lot of people come up to me for some reason and ask me from unsolicited life advice. I'm going to give you Paul's top 5 keys to success, and then I'll leave and never do another KO comedy. Is that okay with you guys?
No.
Oh.
It's part of the bit, so just go with it. No, I'm serious. Number 1, if you're ever on a first date, sit down at the table and hold everything on the table hostage. Make them pay for their silverware. Sit down, take the salt, pepper, their plates, put it on your side, and just stare at them. And then take out your phone and ask for a tip, because that's a funny gag. Number 2, if anybody ever asks you for any advice, walk away. Leave. They can't handle what you're about to say. You'll destroy them emotionally. We are comedians, most of us. Maybe Jinda. You will destroy your friends with your honesty. Don't do it. They deserve better. Number 3, if you're ever at a job interview and they try to shortchange you, flip their desk, poop in your hand, and then throw it at the wall. And just tell them that you saw the first 2 episodes of Love on the Spectrum and you don't know where you are. I'll be your reference. Number 5, everybody is incredibly hard on themselves and I don't know why. So, look at me. Look at me in my entire face. Come in. There are going to be people in your life that tell you that what you're doing is not going to work. And 9 times out of the 10, they're right because they know you. But I know you're funny, and you know you're funny. So go to open mics and make other comedians uncomfortable by doing prop comedy. Fuck behind that dumpster. You don't need two people to have a good time. You don't need anybody to have a good time. Have the confidence in yourself to say things other people said in their sets, and then you make it funny, and it's funny, and it's a callback. I've never done a set driving in a car. I've never been Kelly Zemeckis, nor would I want to be Kelly, because she is an amazing comedian and she doesn't need my help. You could tell her I said that, Desiree. I'll call her on Facebook, which is weird.
Yeah.
You know, you could butt dial people on Facebook, but not anywhere else on your phone. When you get a call on your Facebook Messenger, doesn't it scare the crap out of you? You're just sitting there trying to enjoy, your goldfish and other stuff that you eat when you were 5, but you eat as an adult, like apples with peanut butter or celery with peanut butter or crackers with peanut butter. Look, I was poor growing up. I don't know what to tell you. Everything had peanut butter in it. When I was a kid, we had food stamps, but they're actually stamps. You took the stamps and then you tore them out and handed them to the cashier. And not only he would judge you, but the people behind you would judge you, even though they're just as poor as you. But I just like stamps. I don't know what to tell you. Some men are ass men. Other people are boob men. I'm a stamp man. I'm adorable. Look at these suspenders. No one ever wearing suspenders has done anything wrong. I'm going to say something inappropriate on social media and run for public office, and there's nothing any of you can do. Because if I'm going to get canceled, I'm going to do it myself. Oh, God. I can't pay attention to this chat. I just assumed Jen just said penis again.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I just want to let you guys know that this set is sponsored by the Ridge Wallet. Ridge Wallet is paying me $125 a set on other people's sets. They get no money, and neither do I. I assume that I get the $125 from you. I don't know where I get it, but I'm sponsored by Ridge Wallet. I've got to say, I've got to stop signing things. You just get excited. Don't you get excited? Do you know that guy at the mall who tries to put lotion on your hand? I want to know more about that guy. I wish somebody would make a Netflix documentary about that guy. That's that guy's entire life. Think about it. You go to the mall and he was like, I would like to moisturize your finger. And I'm just throwing an accent in there. This is taken from real life experience. This happened to me. Me and my fiance were at the mall because we were born between the ages of 1980 and 1993. And that's all people did back then. And you can Google that. You walk up. Oh, I would like to put this lotion on your finger, but only one finger. You have to pay for the other finger. That's fucking cheap. That's all I'm saying. All the fingers should be included. Remember, your thumbs aren't fingers. We're only talking about 8 fingers. You know what I mean? I want all the lotion. You guys should know how many jokes about half-used bottles of lotion I have. Oh, man. Lotion, Vaseline. The kids don't know about Astroglide. Desiree, tell the kids about Astroglide. That's awesome.
I don't know about
Desiree.
I know what it is, but that's about all I know.
Yeah, it started off as aerospace lubricant, and people found other uses for it. Anyway,
I did not know that.
Everything in the world started off normal, and then people perverted it. Now, you might want to close your ears about that, because I want to talk a little bit about the fleshlight and why it exists. So a guy, I'm thinking this might be like a Northeast thing. A guy looked at a mug and said, "Hey, I want to fuck this, but I don't want people to know that I'm fucking this. So I'm going to turn it into a fleshlight that works, but I could also fuck."
By the way, so 1, 2, 3. After that's 2. The next number is gonna be 9.
What the hell is that? Either it's a flashlight or a sex toy. Why are you going to make it both? That's a kink. And I'm not judging the person for the fleshlight thing. I just like things to be what they are. That's more of a personal preference. Either it's... I know, it's really, because it's like now, there's like a, remember in the 90s, those Billy Bass things that would sing, right? That's one. A can of Pringles, that's another one. Who's coming up with this? It isn't me. Guys, it's me. I'm sorry. I'm the inventor of the Cowboy Billy Bass fleshlight. KFC Taco Bell franchise. I'm sorry. That's an actual franchise in the town next to me. It's a KFC and a Taco Bell Long John Silver's extension. That's a lot of diarrhea. Thank you for laughing at my jokes. I'm going to go home now.
Give it up for Paul, everybody. Don't forget to give him a follow on IG at paul.kilmer.5. That was great. That was great. All right. Let's see. Impressive buttons here. Thank you. There it is. There it is. That was great. Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you do solid comedy, and I loved it.
Thank
I
you.
loved it. Yeah.
Some say I might have gone too dirty, but you know what? This is a new side of me that I'm showing. Sorry, Desiree. Please don't think bad of me because I did dirty material tonight.
No, I don't. I like your dirty, Paul. I like your dirty.
Your opinion is the only one I care about.
No,
All right, you guys.
It was good. Good set.
We're going to do like a full dirty show someday. It'll just be nothing but dirt, you guys. Maybe.
I wouldn't.
Yeah. But
Make sure
speaking
you
of
have
dirty,
Lorna on that show.
yes, definitely we'll have Lorna. And you guys, we're about to get to the after party here, so definitely come in and hang out. There's often dirty trivia, so you might get some dirt. And if you guys want to come be a part of that, it is very easy. You can just go to kocomedy.com and sign up for the email, and we'll get you the link right over here. You guys, we got some great shows coming up later this week. We've got the Jackie Mo Show back tomorrow with Jackie Monahan and guest Josh Spears. We've got KO Sunday on Sunday with Chris Houghton. We've got the Chirping Bird on Monday. We've got everything. It's all going to be here next week, so come hang out with us. It's going to be a great time. You guys have an amazing night, and we will see you on the next one. Good night, everybody.